So Honor, just start us from the beginning. Your decision to transfer. You start looking around. How do you? What gets you to West Virginia? You've just seen Ross Hodge.
Yeah.
So how'd the process work with the transfer?
It was a stressful one. I've been with the same coaching staff my whole college career. So to leave them felt like I was, going against my integrity, I guess you could say, just sticking with them. After my sophomore year, obviously I had a big year. I think I averaged close to like 18 points per game. It was a thought, but I feel like I didn't do enough for the coaching staff that recruited me out of high school. We didn't win anything. We lost in the semifinal of our tournament. So I think after this season, we won the NIT with the #1 seed in our conference. I felt like this was the time, where I didn't go against my integrity. I won for them. I did great. And it was time, take that next step and play at the next level. Coach Hodge obviously was there in the NIT semifinal with North Texas, so I was able to watch them play, how they orient, their players and their style of play. And it piqued my interest. I don't know, he told a story, I forgot on what media source, and how, I asked my coaches, how are they recruiting for West Virginia, and they have to, scout for the next game because maybe they'll play in the championship. So that was kind of always funny to me. But, they were, if not, they were probably top 3 schools to reach out right away. I talk to Coach Hodge every day. That's rare, and especially in the portal, you feel that want when you talk to the head coach every single day. I talk to Coach Hodge probably twice a day. So I felt the want and the need for me on the team. And, I just felt like this was the best decision to, enhance my journey on and off the court.
Would you like to have more time in that process?
In the portal?
The portal and go, or?
Nah, it was hectic. I told this story probably 1,000 times. When I first got in, I got in on the 5th at 11 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get up from my chair till 8, 9 o'clock at night. So it was hectic. But I'm a very straightforward kind of guy. I don't really like to entertain. If I know I'm not going to go to the school or I'm not going to waste the coach's time, I'm not going to waste my time. So I kind of narrowed it down quickly. I got in the portal Saturday. I dropped my top 5 that Wednesday, and I committed that Saturday. So I'm very straightforward to the point. I get the information I need. Obviously, I had a great support system around me that kind of, got the information that we needed and kind of honed in on it and talked amongst each other and felt like, this was the best place for me.
You fit into Coach Hodge's system. Obviously, like you said, you saw him and you really enjoyed that. But what do you bring to the court that makes you fit into the system?
He's done a great job with smaller guards. If you look at his North Texas teams in the past 4 or 5 years, he's always had a Tyler Perry, a Jason Edwards, someone that's, 6 foot or under, that he needs them to score the basketball. And I think I've obviously shown that I can do that at a high level. So I just bring that. And he's a very gritty coach, and he wants us to play gritty and, have a little chip to us, have a little something to us. And I think I bring that. I've always been underestimated, overlooked my whole career, still to this day. So I just think that's what I bring, that kind of grit and, chip on my shoulder. And obviously my ability to shoot. The space the floor, create space for, Belo and Jasper. So I think he had a plan when he recruited me as hard as he did, and I think, we're going to bring that to fruition.
Chip on your shoulder, explain that. Obviously, you're smaller compared to most basketball guys.
Right.
Was that the thing that got you overlooked? And even though you could shoot really well, did people not respect your game?
Yeah, that's as straightforward as you could put it. I think in high school, I played for a ranked team in the country. We played against 4 or 5 stars. Gave them hell every time we played them. But, schools were just it's just too small. And, I was grateful enough to receive the offer that I got from Coach Earl, my old coaching staff. And, I jumped on it right away. And obviously they saw a talent in me that passed that and saw that the good in me and the talent in me that most people didn't at the time. So I was just grateful for that. But, yeah, it was really just that, just my size. People just were questioning it if I could play at this level and be as dominant as I have been or be as effective as I have been. So I think that's what it stemmed from.
I'm sure you get asked all the time when you meet people for the first time, but is there any kind of unique story that goes along with being named Honor?
It's funny because my parents, they fight over who named me that. And they have 2 different stories to why they named me that. It's funny. Now, they're obviously not together anymore, but they all came to the consent. They did come to the consensus that they named me Honor because I had to live up to something. You know, it's hard to have the name Honor and, you know, I don't know, be a bum on the street, I guess you could say. So, yeah, just had to live up to something.
Tough to live up to a name like that?
With the way they raised me now, it wasn't. It wasn't at all.
Honor, this is a dumb question. How do you lead the nation in threes? Because I would assume any opponent scout would just be, hey, don't let him shoot the ball.
Yeah. My coaches last year did a great job of, you know, making plays for me, setting me up, getting me involved. To start the year, I obviously got double teamed a lot, face guarded a lot. So we had to implement new plays and you know, new schemes to kind of get me going. And I think once we finally got me going, it kind of took off. But, you know, there'll be some games we would laugh in the locker room because, like, I would hit, like, 8 threes. Like, why would you let him shoot a 3? Like, that's what my teammates asking me, like, why would they even let you shoot? Like, and it's just funny. But, you know, that's what good players have to do. You have to, you know, fight past that, persevere through the, you know, double teams, all that, and try to get yourself involved. And obviously with me being able to shoot as well opens up the floor for the rest of the team. So, you know, I just looked at it more like that.
The coach just said you and Trayson have a gravitational pull.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that? I mean, when you get the ball, is it 2-3 guys running at you?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's hard to decipher if I should shoot it or not. 'Cause it's like maybe I should move this one more, but I know I can make it even if they're closing out hard. But no, yeah, especially Trayson. I mean, that's my roommate, so we talk all the time, you know. And our ability to shoot the ball is going to be, you know, it's going to cause havoc for the defense. So I'm excited to see what we can do and what their scheme is for us to.
What have you guys done so far?
In terms of what?
And just in what you've done in practice and just accomplished together, working out together.
Me and Trey, or just the team?
You and
Oh,
Trey.
yeah. I mean, it's funny because, like I said, I live with him, so we go home and just talk about all this stuff. But I think just we work out together every day. I mean, we're here, practice is at 10. We were here at 9:15 together working out. The coaches do a great job of getting us together because, obviously, you know, we're elite shooters, so putting us together, competition, getting each other better. I mean, he makes me better. You know, seeing him make a shot, I'm so happy for him. It's like, okay, well, my next shot's going in, and he feels the same way. For me, it's vice versa. So
It's a competition thing almost a little bit.
no, like when we're working out, like
Oh, I got
we'll do like a drill, like okay, who makes first to 3, and you know that gets you better. You know that's what competition is. It's supposed to get you better. So you know we love that. He really buys into that, you know, and delves into that when it comes to competition, and I do too. And I know we work hard. He works hard. He pushes me. I told him that before. Like when the summer when we got here, he was in the gym 3 times a day. So I'm like, yeah, I'm with you. Let's go. Like, and that just again pushes me to get better, and it pushes him to get better. So I've enjoyed this journey with him, living with him as well. So yeah, it's been cool.
I'm kind of curious with your reputation of being an offensive guy. Coach Hodge is obviously known as a defensive first kind of guy. So as you were evaluating, did that come into play? Like, oh, maybe I want a more offensive-minded guy. It sounded like Coach Hodge was your first choice, but
Yeah.
there's a defense-offensive thing there. I mean, there had to be some kind of thought process there a little bit.
It's funny because I tell people all the time, like, it's like a complete flip from my old school. My old coach Earl was like an offensive savant. And we come here, all we do is play defense. But we kind of thought about it, like me, my high school coach, and my dad were like, okay, at the next level, they're going to expect me to guard and guard hard and be a pest on the ball, especially as an undersized guard. I think, no, obviously disrespect to my coaches, chat, you know, I love them to death. I don't think I was pushed on that end as much as maybe I should have or needed to at the SoCon level. I mean, being honest here, this is the Big 12. Like, all 5 players can go. In the SoCon, there's probably someone I can guard that's like, okay, well, you guard him. Kind of hide me, I guess you could say. In the Big 12, there's no hiding. So I think we kind of looked at it as a great opportunity to, you know, expound on my defensive capabilities and, you know, grow it and enhance it. So I think that's what Coach Hodge has done thus far, and obviously he's going to continue to do it because that's all we do. So I just think we looked at it next level, preparation for the next level. I'm going to have to guard, so it was great.
Did you grade your defensive abilities yet? Are they getting better or
Way better.
Yeah, okay,
I mean, when we scrimmage now, like against these, like guard the ball. They want me to guard the ball all the time. Getting better at that. His concepts are a little different. His philosophies on defensive end. So just trying to garner that information as I go. I'm used to knowing everything that's going on already because I've been with the same coaching staff. So it's kind of new for me to learn something new. But I'm a quick and fast learner, so I've been able to acclimate to what he wants and bring it to fruition.
Is your size harder to adjust to on the defensive end? Do people try to exploit your lack of size there more so? I mean, if you can shoot, you can shoot, but defense, is that harder when you're small?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think you have to have a certain toughness to you to not be a target. I think that's my biggest thing going into this year. It's like, okay, well, they're going to try to post me up. I got to front it hard. They're going to try to drive. I got to cut them off before they can get to their next move or really be a pest to where you don't even want me guarding you. So I really, being a small guard sometimes can be to my advantage because I get under people. A lot of guards don't really like that when, there's a pest bothering the ball, bothering you. So it can be an advantage at times. I mean, of course, getting down, rolled down into the post, it becomes a scheme thing. It's like, okay, well, if Honor gets rolled down, we might have to have backside help or something like that. But I don't see it as a detriment at all. I think, it depends on who you are as an undersized guard, and I don't really use that as an excuse. I think I'm 7'4" at heart, if I'm being honest with you. So, yeah, it's a mindset.
That confidence, that aggressiveness seems really common in players from New York City, the metro area.
Yeah.
What is it about growing up there and being there that you think instills that in you and others?
You have to be. You have to. I told a story when I was a kid. I went to Tillery Park. It's in Brooklyn. And my dad, I was playing basketball with older kids. And he said, go call next. And I was scared. I was probably like 9. I was like, no, I'm not calling next. I'm going to sit here. You go tell him I want to play next. He was like, no. Because usually that's what he did. He would tell me, yeah, my son, he's going to play with me. And, I would hold my own a little bit. But at this point, he was just like, all right, it's time. You got to man up. And I think from that point on, it was like, okay, well, it got to be me. As much as, you have coaches, you have people in your circle. It takes a village for sure. It starts with you. And I think that confidence instilled early in New York because you have to have that grit to you because everyone has it. So if you don't have it, you get left behind. So I think it really just comes to you. It's not something that some people are born with it, but I think it really just comes once you're around it. And, you're just playing in the park. It becomes just a grit factor that you have to survive, even in the park. So I just think it's a little different when you come into organized play, but, you learn how to maneuver that and manipulate, on the court, how to keep that same chip on your shoulder.
West Virginia had a nice contingent of New York players.
Yep.
Now it's 15 years ago, so you were young, but do you know any of those? The Kevin Jones, Chuck Bryant, Deshaun Butler, New York,
Butler.
New Jersey guys?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Deshaun Butler for sure. The other two I've kind of learned and heard about as I got here. I was getting recruited for sure, but it's good to hopefully keep that train rolling with me.
Anything else? Thanks, Honor.
I appreciate you guys.